Learning to love art. Nature in art.
Nature often inspires different perspectives in artists. While many artists throughout history have recreated nature in their works in a detailed and accurate way, others have striven to capture the feelings that nature inspires in us. Artists throughout history have expressed strong emotional reactions to nature in their works. One artist who felt a particularly strong connection to nature was the Netherlandish artist Vincent van Gogh. During the final years of his career, he lived and worked in the French countryside, striving to capture the authenticity that he felt was inherent in nature. As a result of his constant striving to represent authenticity through nature, his paintings are often colorful and full of emotion. These qualities are particularly strong in his painting Wheat Field with Crows, made in 1890. Here, the wheat is bright and angular, rising from the field in straight and jagged lines. The path in this field also appears as jagged and angular, slowly disappearing into the distance. As a result, we feel power and strength in this field that are unique to Vincent's particular view of nature. You can see this painting at the Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam. Another artist who conveyed strong feelings through his representations of nature was Casper David Friedrich. This German artist was active in the Romantic movement, a movement that fervently embraced the expression of emotion in art. In his painting Monastery Ruins in the Snow, made in 1819, Friedrich conveys a haunting atmosphere. While the man-made parts of the painting, the cathedral ruins, crumble away, the trees stand firmly amongst them. The dark trees against the pale blue sky convey a feeling of eeriness, indicating that while buildings may crumble away, nature will always endure. Sadly, this painting was destroyed during World War II and can no longer be seen. While many artists have depicted nature in an emotional way, others have depicted nature in a more detached way. For instance, Autumn in a River Valley, made in the 11th century by Gaal, depicts nature more objectively than Casper David Friedrich and Vincent van Gogh did in their paintings. This painting lacks the bright colors that were in the paintings of these other artists. Instead, the painting consists entirely of the dark ink the artist applied to the silk scroll. What further distinguishes this landscape is the fact that it is extremely detailed. We can see the rocky crests of the mountains in the distance, and we can see individual twigs on the trees at the forefront of the painting. Like most other Chinese landscape paintings from the Northern Song dynasty, the dynasty that was in power while Gaal was active, Autumn in a River Valley depicts nature in a detailed and thoughtful way. You can see Autumn in a River Valley at the Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. The paintings of Alma Thomas are very similar to those of Vincent van Gogh in their expression of feelings through nature. Although I cannot show any of her paintings for copyright reasons, I would recommend looking at her painting Iris, Tulips, Jonquils, and Crocuses, made in 1969. It can be seen at the National Museum of Women in the Arts in Washington, D.C. When we look at it, we do not see any recognizable objects. Instead, we only see the colors of the flowers in rows, such as blue, red, and yellow. As a result, we feel the same excitement and sense of inspiration that Thomas probably felt as she was looking at the flowers that she painted here. Nature is one of the most common subjects artists have depicted throughout the history of art. It has been illustrated in a wide variety of ways. These many different representations of nature often lead us to ponder the perspectives of the artists as well as the mysteries of nature.